In the late 1800s, architects introduced the world to the concept of a skyscraper, with the Home Insurance Building in Chicago often credited as being the first. Completed in 1885 and supported by a steel frame, the 12-story building stood at a height of 180 feet. While the Home Insurance Building didn't last long, it was brought down in 1931 and replaced by another megastructure, the LaSalle Bank Building. The concept of a skyscraper clearly didn't die down with it. Today, the skyline of every modern city is lined by these megastructures, with architects locked in a battle to see who can outdo the rest. This competitive spirit, as in turn, ended up giving us some of the most remarkable buildings in the history of humanity. Let's take a look at the 7 most iconic skyscrapers. Taipei 101, Taiwan. This megastructure in Taiwan isn't just a big building. Standing at a height of a staggering 1,667 feet, it held the distinction of being the world's tallest building between 2004 and 2010, when it was dethroned by Dubai's Burj Khalifa. Taipei 101 was designed by a local architectural firm to resemble a bamboo stem, which is the symbol of strength in some Asian countries. The multi-purpose 101-story skyscraper houses luxury boutiques, a shopping mall, and office spaces. It's also home to an indoor observatory deck on the 89th story and an outdoor deck on the 91st. The exterior of the building doesn't just have a distinct shape, but is fitted with a programmable LED system that allows it to be lit up beautifully at night, making it one of the most iconic structures in Taiwan and the rest of the world. Shanghai Tower, China. Work on the Shanghai Tower officially ended in 2016, when this staggering tower earned the title of the tallest building in China, second only to the Burj Khalifa in the world. Standing at 1,841.5 feet, this dizzying 128-story tower can host up to 16,000 people daily and is home to the world's highest hotel. If that wasn't enough, the Shanghai Tower has broken numerous other records too. It has the world's highest observation deck, located on the 121st floor, the fastest elevators, which travel at speeds of almost 50 miles an hour, and holds the distinction of being the greenest super high-rise on Earth. With its massive glass exterior, the skyscraper is home to 9 separate zones, each with an atrium, gardens, and dozens of cafes. The One World Trade Center, USA. Following the tragedy of 9/11, there was a lot of discussion over what should be built in place of the 2 World Trade Center towers. Eventually, in 2014, the One World Trade Center rose from the ashes of Ground Zero, becoming the tallest skyscraper in North America and one of the most iconic buildings in the world. The One World Trade Center, also called the Freedom Tower, has 3 million square feet of rentable space, spanning 104 stories. Its official height is 1,776 feet, referencing the year that the Declaration of Independence was signed. The building has 3 levels of observation decks, 54 elevators, several restaurants, plus conference and event spaces. Burj Al Arab, UAE. While not as tall as its neighbor, the Burj Khalifa, the Burj Al Arab is more recognizable of the 2 Dubai megastructures. Often considered one of the most impressive buildings ever built, this iconic structure was built to resemble the sail of a ship. Construction began in 1994 and was completed in 2000. It took over 2,000 workers to complete work on the luxury resort, which stands over 600 feet tall. What makes it more impressive is that the structure was built entirely on an artificial island. Latka Center, Russia. The northernmost skyscraper, St. Petersburg's Latka Center, is one of the newer entrants on this list. Built only in 2018 and standing at a height of 1,517 feet, the multi-purpose building hosts public facilities and offices. Located on the coast of the Gulf of Finland, the tower is made up of 87 stories, which guests can access through one of the 40 high-speed elevators. The structure has a unique swirling shape that tapers into a 5-pointed star on top, making it not only Europe's tallest building, but also an iconic skyscraper. Empire State Building, USA. Who hasn't heard of the Empire State Building? Built over just 13 months in the 1930s, this Art Deco-style skyscraper has been featured in films like King Kong, Superman, West Side Story, and The Other Guys, just to name a few. The skyscraper stands at a mighty 1,454 feet tall, and was the world's tallest building for several decades until the 1970s. Its observation deck attracts 4 million visitors a year and has seen many cases of people attempting to parachute off the side over the years. It's safe to say that the Empire State isn't just an iconic skyscraper, but a New York City institution. The Gherkin, United Kingdom. While it may not be the tallest building on this list, it's definitely in contention for being the most recognizable. London's iconic 30th Street Mary Axe, popularly called the Gherkin, was designed by British architects Norman Foster and Ken Shuttleworth, and opened its doors to the public in 2004. A few years after it was completed, it was turned into a private office building, which means that it is generally not open to the public. However, the Helix restaurant and Iris bar on its top floor offers a stunning panoramic view of London's financial district below. The Gherkin is 591 feet tall, and interestingly, at its widest point, it's almost as wide as it is tall. This also gives the building its unique vegetable-like shape, earning it its nickname and a spot on this list.